It's your buddy John back for the week 22 progress update. Welcome back. Man, what a week. Another one, as they say. It was a pretty crazy week. I I'm getting so close to being down 100 pounds that I decided this week I was going to try a 100-hour fast in honor of being down 100 pounds. It didn't quite go how we wanted it to go, but let's get into it. So food this week is light. The plan was to start a 100-hour fast Tuesday night, Tuesday evening at like 6 and go to it really would have been the Sunday morning. So it would have been 100 plus hours because I probably wouldn't have wanted to eat at 10 o'clock or whatever at night on a Saturday. But it didn't work out. So we'll get into it. 2 pounds of ground beef, 2 pounds of baked shredded chicken, 8 whole eggs, 16 egg whites, 6 Archer Farm pepperoni sticks, 10 tostadas, uh, 3 scoops of Equip protein powder, strawberry, 3 scoops of Equip collagen unflavored powder, and lastly, 5 Alani Dream floats. So where this kind of fell apart, I got to about 67 hours, and yeah, I just didn't feel well, so we had to abort mission. I kind of felt it the night before when I was walking. I was like 50 plus hours into it, and I normally when I walk, it can be 16 and a half, 17-minute miles. I'm not world beating or anything, and my hips were bothering me. My dogs were barking. Like, I just didn't, I was doing like 22 and a half, 23-minute miles. And I'm like, yeah, this is dreadful. And I've done longer fasts before, but this just didn't feel the same. So around 67 hours, luckily I got such a support system, such a good support system like my daughter. I'm just like, Corey, I'm hungry. She's like, so eat something. But around 67, we had a light snack, and then we had like an actual meal a few hours later when I felt a little bit better, and we just carried on from there. So it is what it is. This isn't me telling you guys you should fast or whatever. Unfortunately, these are the kind of things that can happen when you attempt this stuff. So, not medical advice, not telling you to do anything, just my experience for this week. We went for 100. We got about 67. We had a few meals in a few hour window. And then I think from that point, it was like 8 o'clock Friday, 8 o'clock Friday evening, 8:30. And we fasted all day Saturday. And we woke up this morning and, we did our weigh in. And then, you know, I had some food. So your boy's doing all right. We're doing okay. Just crummy feeling at the time. So walking this week, 43. It was 43.23 miles. So we lost a little step this week. I can tell you it definitely had something to do with the long period of fasting. I did not feel super great on my third day of fasting when I went walking. I didn't do like I had been doing like 8 or 9 miles a day, and I was going for 10, and I quit at 6. And then there was another day this week where it was a lightning storm, so I didn't get to walk. So I was down 2 days. Normally, I don't walk Sunday when I do a video. I kind of rest on Sunday, but I didn't walk Sunday. And then I think it was Tuesday, we had a lightning storm and it was raining, and it got so late. I'm just like, yeah, I'm not going out there. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm not going to do it. So we were ready behind the 8 ball, cut another walk short because energy levels weren't there. So these are the risks you take when it comes to fasting. That's why I'm not recommending it to anybody. I'm just saying what my experience was again this week. 43.23 miles. Still not bad, but not one of our higher totals. Sleep this week, again, really happy with this. Sleep this week, 7 hours a night. And this was not even like a big help from a Saturday and Sunday where I got 10 or 12 hours of sleep. This was a pretty consistent week, actually. Usually at about 6.5. I did get more sleep last night, about 10. So it really was pretty solid, like not lopsided, not saved by 1 or 2 days later in the week. So 7 hours, feel pretty good about it. We're going to try to continue to do that, obviously, because that seems to be the best method. So you put all that together, what do you get? 209.7, a loss of 5.4 pounds this week. Huge. Let's go. So losing 5.4 pounds this week. I mean, we're getting late in the game. We're getting closer to where we want to go. Obviously fasting has something to do with that. 5.4 pounds is this was a great week. I felt good. Aside from feeling a little weak here and there, um, yeah, I think it was successful. Good sleep, walking not as much as we did, but we still got it in. It wasn't 20 miles or anything like that. And then we set out with the goal to do 100 hours. We didn't hit it, but we still got a fair amount of fasting in. And I mean the results are the results. 5.4 pounds, that puts us at 209.7. That puts us 2 pounds away from the 207.7 that I weighed in on. That was in the January 5th video. So Father's Day is next Sunday, I believe. And that will be the next video. And 2 pounds puts us at 207.7 for exactly 100 pounds lost. And anything underneath that is just icing on the cake. We are close. And I am excited for it. I can't lie. So, what a gift, Father's Day. My daughter, who has a lot to do with what's going on here, one of the driving forces that, you know, made me look at myself in the mirror and say, we just keep assuming we're going to be there for graduation and weddings and stuff. But let's actually try to assure it, as much as we can. Obviously, no one knows when the clock runs out, but what I was doing definitely was speeding the clock up in the other direction. So, what a gift that would be on Father's Day to crack that 100-pound mark. So, that's what we're going to aim to do. And then, I mean, we're right now, we're currently 9.7 pounds away from being underneath 200 pounds. I haven't been underneath 200 pounds since I was in the Army, that's for sure. That'll be the next goal, which is right after this goal. They're pretty close together. We're just going to keep working. Anyways, I was super solid week. Happy to give you guys that news. We've lost 98 pounds so far in 22 weeks. I'm here humbled. I appreciate all the support I've been getting, and you guys do show a tremendous amount of support, and it means the world to me. I can't thank you enough. Also, I'm really enjoying the way that life is changing around here. Like I feel better, and it just maybe it really is that way. Like when you feel better, things are going better, and maybe it's just like the personal feeling for yourself. Like I guess if you're mad at yourself or you don't like yourself, like you don't like how your life is going, and I guess that makes sense because you don't really like yourself. But I guess it's the inverse, right? In this case, I'm kind of happy with how things are going for myself. And so it seems to be trickling down everywhere else in my life. This weekend, again, another weekend with friends. Joey invited me over to hang out with some other friends in his neighborhood. Joe, I really appreciate that. Very kind of you, you and your wife. Gracious host. Thanks again. Matter of fact, I got to finish this video up. I'm going to go work out with Joe at 3:30. So I'm trying to get this one out on time. It's been a while. I know. I took my daughter to see Lilo and Stitch. It was fine. It wasn't super great. Didn't hate it. My daughter said it was pretty decent. It's fun to go out. It's fun to do things with people. It's fun to share moments with people you care about. And like that is something that has been lacking for a long time in my life for sure. But, it doesn't seem like it so much these days. Like it seems like I'm finding myself involved with people more, friends, family, and it's a good feeling because I spent a long time not doing any of that stuff. So it's still kind of new again for me, like relearning all this because it wasn't like my main priority over the last decade, but it's good to be here. And it's good to be able to share with the people in my life. It's good to be able to share with you guys who are checking this out. I really appreciate it. Album of the week. It's not really an album. It's more of an EP, but it's going to be Lorna Shore and I Return to Nothingness. There's only 3 songs on it. Into the Hellfire, pretty much a banger. The self-titled and I'll Return to Nothingness. Uh, and I forget what the third one is. I just put the 3 on and just let it replay while I was out walking, and it does a lot for me. I enjoy it. So check it out. Song of the week, Alex the Terrible, BFG Division. Yeah, Mick Gordon does the actual like instrumentation or whatever arrangement of the music. Alex the Terrible just does the vocals on it. I think they kind of did it for the release of or the re-release for the Doom games that have come out the last few years. I know they got a new one coming out, but it's super fun to listen to. Energy, Alex the Terrible is kind of a crazy vocalist, so super fun. I like it. It's the song of the week. That's all we got. The usual. The other 10 will be in the description. Like, share, subscribe, comment. You show love, I'll show it back. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you sticking with us for this long. I watched the first video the other day. I wanted to lose 80 pounds in a year. I thought it was doable. We're almost at 100 pounds here in 6 months. Like I said, can't believe it. Can't believe this is really my life, as they say. Anyways, I appreciate you tuning in. If you're new, welcome. If you've been here a while, appreciate you all the same. That's all I got for this week. So it's your buddy John. Out.
God, your hands are green. Because they got hit by lightning,